welcome to a survey of scripting languages course introduction. This is the connect page. This is where I connect IT concepts to some common non-IT concepts. Here we have a skill saw. You can build a building with this. You can build a house with this. It can rip plywood, it can cut 2x4s, it can do a lot of things, but in the words of Jimmy Buffett, it can't do them too particular, too precise. You're usually, the best you can do is to get within a couple of degrees. If you need really precision work, you need to use a miter box, such as shown here. You notice there's a lot of gauges and a lot of settings there, so you can cut an angle very precisely. But good luck trying to rip plywood with it. Okay, if you got to do even more detail work like joinery work or all that, you need some more specialized tools. You may say, well, it's possible to do beautiful work with really primitive tools, and that is true. This man makes sculptures using a chainsaw. Well, it takes a lot of practice to do that. So the idea is, if you don't want to spend all your time learning your tools, you need to have the right tool for the right job. Okay, we'll talk about the right tool with the right job in the course descriptions, and we'll go some other minutes trivia for the course, and then we'll get started with the course itself. Okay, we talk about the script programming paradigm. A paradigm is a way of thinking, and there is a way of thinking for scripts, and it's kind of a rough and ready way, and I'll get more into that later. We'll also do a sampling of scripting languages so you can see the different scripting languages and their different personalities. This is a survey course, not an in-depth study. It could take months to years to learn these languages, and sometimes you feel like you never learn it all. The key thing is to learn how to learn, because most cases when you are presented with a major project, you don't know all the technology that goes in it. You'll have to learn as you go. The key skill we're talking about here is creative technical problem solving, where you generate ideas to solve a technical problem and you pursue them to completion and to implementation. Okay, course policies, attendance, you need to stay current. If you don't do the work, if you don't complete the labs, you're not going to do well in this class. I don't take attendance because this is an upper level class. There are student representatives that represent the university in various capacities as listed here. I am glad to abide by the university's policy on that. See the syllabus for details and keep me informed. Let me know before the event. Okay, academic integrity. Academic integrity is the opposite of academic dishonesty. Academic dishonesty breaks down into cheating, plagiarism. Cheating is something like an answer key or something like that during a test. Plagiarism is where you take something that doesn't belong to you. The amazing thing I found out is you can plagiarize from yourself. How that works is that if you've taken this course before and you just resubmit the same work you did last time without any disclaimers, you've done self-plagiarism. Okay, academic integrity is not a closed book test. You can ask me, and I could either give you an answer, or if you have a really good question, I might have to ask somebody else. But the point is this is not a closed book test, but it's one that you cannot afford to fail. Non-discrimination policy and student rights. Charleston Southern University has their policy laid out here. You have a point of contact. You have the handbook for the rights or remedies. I would encourage you, if you feel like you've been discriminated against or your rights have not been observed, to pursue per these policies. Now, the other thing you can do is, if you're not so sure about it or you want to talk about it, I'll be glad to talk with you about it. The thing I will promise you is, if you talk to me about non-discrimination or student rights, I will be talking about this with my boss. I will ask you that if you see something that you honestly feel is unfair, don't let it go. You're not doing anybody any favors or protecting anybody. Okay, course requirements and final grade scale. We have 2 unit tests, 15 points apiece. Ethics paper is 10%. That's where we look at some of these ethical questions about, like, what exactly constitutes plagiarism. We talk about scripting security, and where you find an example where it didn't go so well and tell me how you should have gone. Final exam is comprehensive. That is your final opportunity to show me everything you've learned in this course. Lab assignments are 30%. Don't fall behind. There is the grading scale.